Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he... Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
It's going to be a good day, boys.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. going up top on first down. Looking downfield. It's caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy for them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Kentucky! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He's going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Wildcats will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Getting some heat. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Yeah, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. If you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Texas offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit.
He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll sneak it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to pass. It's Manning. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 0.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And the ball is picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score,
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game. Going downfield for the big play. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll...
And the Kentucky
16.
will take over first.
The offense set for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Wants to throw. It's Vandergriff. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Release to the back. They're working that left side. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss.
And he will score! Touchdown, Kentucky! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the... line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Offense set on 1st down. To throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
On the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 7, Alabama 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, if you're the offense, second and short, you're trying to take a shot thinking if you don't get it, you'll just run. But the good news is you didn't lose that many yards. So still third and very manageable, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Caught near the sticks. It's key. Into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. No huddle offense to the line. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal, can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Alabama will get the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll run it. It's Haynes. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Alabama quickly back to the line. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Got his man on the right. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On second down, just keeps firing. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's White. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bachmeier. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Power football with the run. Oh, gave the defender the business. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Stanford wants to push the pace. To the air, it's Daniels. And that pass intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There it is, but it's so awesome with your defense. And you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump your route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that pass picked off. Didn't really have room to operate. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take it. At the 14. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback on the move, still looking. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Fires left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
They'll throw it on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was...
Makes the grab at the tag. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. He picks up the big game.
And on second down for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Floats it out in space. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He wants to throw it again. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Dances away. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays. You get...
Makes the grab down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Finds his tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
Looking to throw it again. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Working the middle. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And now on second down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown tie. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads it left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Trying to get to it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buying some time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it's 4th down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? Try to get it on the ground. Still running at the 40. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Miller. And he picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He got it. And they've regained the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. Coming after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I'll tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually you got littler guys, it's hard, you got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Trying to find his man on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed run. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. To the air. It's Vandergrift. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds and save yourself clock.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Pulls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Bernard. Touchdown, Bama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Key. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.